Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mitrajit Deb from Assam Royal Global University, and I hope all of you are doing good. My dear students and friends, the topic which we will discuss today is biodiversity hotspots. This topic is important as we see that various competitive exams have at least one question from this concept. So, to understand further, we must understand what is biodiversity hotspot. The biodiversity is nothing but the variety of plant and animal life and all other life in the world. A hotspot, as per the word, the literal meaning of the word in Oxford Dictionary says that a small area with a relatively high temperature when compared to its surroundings. So, in our case, we have a relatively high diversity of species when compared to their surroundings. So, this particular word, biodiversity hotspot, was coined by Myers in 1988 in his one of the two wonderful articles which were published in Environmentalist, one in 1988 and another one in 1990. There is one more paper of Myers which was published in Nature Journal. Hotspots, Earth's biologically richest and most endangered terrestrial ecoregions. This is also an important contribution to the biodiversity conservation area. So, these hotspots are basically special biogeographic regions which are characterized by an enormous amount or enormous level of plant endemism. And one of the other important points to note here is that these are deeply threatened also. So why do we need them? Why do we need these, these hotspot conservation sites? At present, the planet is experiencing tremendous existential crisis. We all know the climate change threat that is looming upon us. The major reasons for this are overpopulation, reckless development, destruction of forest, wildlife trade. We all know the fallouts of wildlife trade now, and other reasons also. So these hotspots are areas left with enormous diversity of species and they are deeply threatened too. So it is important that these hotspots are conserved. We must understand that our whole ecosystem is interconnected with each other. So this picture, I was doing my fieldwork in Eastern Himalayas where I took this picture, and it was exceptionally a beautiful landscape where I was working. So now let's see what are the qualifying criterias for a region to be declared as a hotspot area or a hotspot, region. To qualify as a biodiversity hotspot, Myers had made two strict criterias. It must contain at least 0.5% or 1500 species of vascular plant as endemics, and the second most important is that it should be extremely threatened. In other words, it must, the natural vegetation which was present there, 70% of it is lost now. So today, as of now, we have a total of 36 areas which qualify as hotspots in the world. They cover almost about 2.4% of Earth's land surface. Thus, if we say that these areas roughly support more than half of world's most endemic plant species, that is the species which are found nowhere else. And it is also amazing and very interesting to note that nearly 43% of bird, mammal, reptile and amphibial species are endemic in these hotspot regions. So when we talk about endemic animal or an endemic plant, we must understand what is endemism. So endemism is nothing but a term used to describe a species that is restricted to a limited geographic area, which is only found at a certain place. So this is one of very wonderful interactive map produced by Kier et al. In his paper. They have mapped the global patterns of endemism richness across the 90 biogeographic regions. Thus, we can very well argue that the hotspot concept is not only a conservation tool but also a scientific tool. It is important to protect the Earth's richest regions of plant and animal diversity. We have to document and preserve species richness as the loss of habitat is ever increasing. It is a well understood fact now that a planet rich in biodiversity is more stable and resilient. India, with its overwhelming biodiversity, has four biodiversity hotspots: Himalayan hotspot, Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, Sundaland hotspot, which includes the Nicobar Islands of India, and the Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, which includes the entire Western Ghats from India. In this map, the red part on the top is Himalayan hotspot. The pale yellow part in northeast falls under the Indo-Burma hotspot. To the western side is Western Ghats and Sri Lankan hotspot, and the Nicobar Islands fall under the Sundaland biodiversity hotspot. Let's now see some of India's endemic animals. Pygmy hog is the smallest hog in the world, which is endemic to Assam. Sangai or brow-antlered deer is an endangered species of deer endemic to Manipur. The lion-tailed macaque on the left-hand side is an old world monkey which is endemic to the Western Ghats of southern India.